FM News Talk 97.1.
On-demand audio.
Who had the best video of the year? I can't tell you that. They're all so great and so talented, I could never choose. I couldn't tell you, even if there was a gun to my head. Which there isn't.
That was Jimmy Fallon dressed as Ryan Lochte at the MTV Music Awards. It's kind of a visual thing, I know. I thought it was pretty funny to see him standing there with his gold medal on and his blue hair. I couldn't tell you if I had a gun to my head. Funny guy. We welcome in Lise Wiehl from the Fox News Channel. Lise, how are you?
I'm doing great. Yeah, that was funny at the time, but I remember I was on vacation with my folks in Eastern Washington State when that happened, and I was like reading the story, like, oh my gosh, that's so horrible. And of course, it was all a hoax.
Oh, yeah. But we think, anyway, right?
Well, allegedly, but
well,
come on.
And I know that you were able to look at this through more of a legal view than most of us, but I've heard so many, like USA Today went out and did a pretty extensive investigation of this gas station where this happened. They found no evidence of damage to this bathroom or even video proving that they even went into the bathroom. The guy clearly had a gun held to him. He clearly was asked for money in a foreign language that he didn't understand. You could see that there are elements of what he said that he's kind of stuck by.
What he said was, I over-exaggerated, which was, the only thing that I kind of, like, where I do defend him, and this is because I'm a mom, is what I kind of do like about it is he started the story because he didn't want to embarrass himself in front of his mom. Like, he came back with less money than he was supposed to, right? And he wanted to explain to his mom why he didn't have the money. I think that's adorable. But then his mom went to the media, told the story. At that point, then you say to your mom, you go,
yeah,
Mom, I kind of was making that up for you, Mom. At that point, you stop the mom, right? But up to that point, I think it's kind of cute. I think if my son says, I'm like, oh, sweet cake, here's some chicken soup.
But Lise, he's 32 years old. He should have known better than that.
See, I got a 19-year-old girl and a 23-year-old boy, but not a 32-year-old boy.
Thank you.
Man, at that point.
The brain is supposed to be fully developed by 32, right?
I know. They're not little sweet cakes at that point. I know.
So,
but at that point, if there was, they're not little sweet cakes. Oh yeah, okay. Put me back in my dunce cap.
So I know that your specialty is not in Brazilian law, but what kind of trouble is he in here?
Okay, what exactly what's going to happen is this is why people hate lawyers. The lawyer's going to benefit. The lawyer's going to go with a big fat suitcase of money on a first class ticket, if not a private jet. Lochte doesn't have to go. He's going to hire the fancy lawyer in the private or first class ticket. Woohoo! Let's go to Rio! Yay!
Yeah.
In the first class hotel, everything's paid for. Plus, you get a big fat check, and the lawyer gets paid something. The lawyer is going to pay a fine, and that's it. Lochte's never going to step back in Rio unless voluntarily he goes. If he goes voluntarily, they'll probably stick him in a day in jail or something. But other than that, he's never gonna face prison. No way. We're not gonna extradite him ever. No way.
No. That's amazing. I was just talking
to the stars, and that's it.
I was just talking to my producer Liz about a Twitter feed and our Twitter followers that we have here on the show and how we interact with them all the time. You came across an interesting story regarding employees at Chipotle. Yep. What have they been doing with Twitter?
Okay, let's back up a little bit. You've got to get this one in context. In context, remember Chipotle poisoned. I'm not exaggerating. Poisoned a bunch of kids. Not really. My daughter goes to MIT, right? Last year at BU, Boston University, they poisoned a bunch of kids. The kids went to the hospital. And I said to my daughter, do not go to Chipotle. She loves Chipotle. She's got a wooden leg or something. She's like, and she's like 5'9" and skinny ninny. I'm like, don't go to Chipotle. She's like, okay, Mom, I went to Chipotle. And she didn't, but it was really scary. So I'm driving her up this weekend. We see Chipotle on my left-hand side. I said, gosh, how are they doing? She said, oh, Mom, they're back in business. They're doing fine. They're doing better than ever. She said, and by the way, they had one day where they offered free burritos. So when I saw this story go by, because I'm always looking for you guys on Tuesdays for Legal Lease on Wednesday, I saw this story go by the desk, and I said, oh, my gosh, this kid, what's his name? James Kennedy. He got fired for posting this. Chipotle, nothing is free, only cheap labor. Crew members make only $8.50 an hour. Well, that's after they gave out this free burrito to get their customers back, which, according to my daughter, they have.
Yeah.
So I thought, no, that's not right. This kid should not get fired. And the labor board agreed with me and said he should not get fired. Before you call me like liberal lease, blah, blah, blah. I mean, remember about 6 months ago that we talked about this pizza girl who worked for one day at a pizzeria, and she went back, oh, I'm so sick of this, and that manager's fat and ugly. And the manager saw that on her Twitter feed or whatever and said, don't show up the next day.
I do remember that. He fired her for it.
Right?
Yeah,
We talked about that. And so I said, on that one, I said, I agree, girl, little, pissant that you are. Don't show up. So I agree with the manager on this one, but I agree with Mr. Kennedy on this one. So it's really a larger subject than just these two cases. It's more about where are our privacy rights, where do employers come in. It's a bigger topic than just these two cases. It's really where you do our rights, employer and employee. It's really a very large subject.
And it could cause some companies, because any major company you work for has a social media policy.
Absolutely.
It's going to cause them to have to look at that again, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's what the labor board was saying here. But like with the pizzeria gal, I'm like, really, I don't want you serving me my water with that kind of attitude. But this kid, it's like he's probably gone through that. He's seen everything that happened. And really, they're giving them no raises when they've stood by that company through. They probably went home to their moms and dads who said, wow, your company is being destroyed.
Yeah.
And you're serving out free burritos and you're not getting a raise? Come on. Give the people who stood by you a little. Give them the $8.50 to $9.50 raise. Because even one day of giving your whole company free burritos to MIT kids across the country. I'm just extrapolating. Must have cost hundreds of thousands. So give your employees a buck a raise. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Least
that's just me. I probably was. I don't work for Chipotle, obviously, and they were never going to hire me now. So okay, that's the opportunity gone.
You've probably been better off for it. Lisa, I appreciate your time. I appreciate your time. We'll look for you on the O'Reilly Factor.
You got it. Take care, guys.
Awesome.
Enjoy your Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, no kidding. You too. Thanks a lot. I'll just avoid Chipotle.
Get more at 971talk.com.